And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now, Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Trayce Jackson-Davis out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's MP in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, the veteran wings, Powell and Leonard. Brown out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Jerome in at the one. Two of the dominant teams, Greg, out here in the Western Conference going head-to-head.
And, Kevin, they know each other well. They expect to meet potentially in the postseason, and I would expect a playoff atmosphere tonight.
And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
Oh, MP getting the basketball exactly where it needs to go when it needs to be there.
Here's Los Angeles now. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, a bit ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him, to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Powell, the pass to Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's MP after the basket by Los Angeles.
One of the things you love about MP is his appreciation for the history of the game, studying the former great players, weaving their strengths into his game.
It's his first trip to the line. He hits the second from the line. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And stolen by MP. Floats it up for Curry.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
And the Clippers have possession. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Oh, boy, you love to see that kind of burst from Kawhi Leonard. What a finish.
And so it's Golden State with it. The Clippers getting the bucket. MP with the bounce pass. And he banks in the layup.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Jones checked in for Leonard. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Powell. Jones looking for an opening. Powell with it. Brown outside. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
You love to see Zubac get after it on the window. Use that size and strength.
Now Jackson-Davis. MP passes to Curry. Back to MP. Clock at 6. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area. Overcome the challenges, young sir.
Down low. And Brown throws it down hard. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And talk about fit, Doris, and guys who play to their strengths. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
MP outside. 1:04 left to play in the first. Jackson Davis with it. Curry finds MP. Puts up a deep three. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
For the Clippers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubats. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Brown. And it's done in for Powell. And the Warriors also making a change. Diabate's checked in. And he drives in. It's deflected. MP with it. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Golden State moving it around. Kuminga kicks to MP. Jackson Davis in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists in the game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Jerome. And it's good, 2 points. Jerome's got his second basket of the night.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And a wide open look for MP. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Out to the wing. MP outside. Back to Highland. To the middle. Here's MP. It's deflected. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He scored 46 points, and he was really dialed in from three-point land, making a lot of long ones. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. He'll be looking to follow that up tonight. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Beverly against MP. From 12 feet out. And again, no good by the Clippers. Warriors trail by 3. And it's Highland in the corner. And here's MP for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Diabate. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And Beverly kicks to Jones. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
down with both hands.
You can see Patrick Beverly lifting his team with his ability to find an open teammate. Pretty pass.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Then for the Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Bones Highland. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Stephen Curry. 1:14 left in the first half of basketball. MP with the bounce pass. Pass to Podziemski. Back to MP. To the inside, just 4 to shoot. Kuminga finds MP. And that one, good. MP's got 12.
Oh, MP staying focused despite the tight contest.
Here's Jerome, covered by MP. Now here's Leonard. He's got 10. The Warriors pull it in. Diabate's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Jackson Davis in the corner. Ripped away. It's Powell on the wing. He's defended by Podziemski. Leonard lets it rip from 3. 6 seconds left to play here in the half. MP way outside, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles, and it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. Will return shortly.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up. And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
So it's like from the backcourt, maybe like from the corner?
All right, guys, let's talk about our game. The LA Clippers are in a close one.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. MP out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, down low. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Nobody near Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Golden State moving the ball around. MP inside. It's stolen. They push it up 4 on 3. Leonard, the open look. And Curry pulls it down. And so MP will bring it up for the Warriors. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Back to Kuminga. Pass to Curry. To the paint for the tie. MP strong inside.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Clippers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter. Order David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Warriors, number 1.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
And finished off by Leonard.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And, Doris, what's amazing to me, if you look at Kawhi Leonard's production year to year, there's no drop-off.
There's certainly consistency to what Kawhi Leonard does. When he entered the league, he was a defensive force from the outset. And then he built methodically his offensive game, free throws, post-game, and now range shooting. He is a complete basketball player. Boy, as slow a start as you could have, just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
For the lead, that one wide left.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Powell. Warriors with the rebound.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Here's MP. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Powell, no one around him. Los Angeles with another miss. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to talk to his guys. Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. Dunn comes in for Norman Powell. And the Warriors also making a change. Diabate's checked in. MP outside. Pass to Podziemski. Back to MP. For the lead. Right through contact, MP.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
And they double up Brown. Here's Jerome. Trains the three-pointer. Jerome's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And here's MP for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night. Jerome passes to Brown. Now, here's Dunn, guarded by Curry. And there's the call on Curry. That is his 1st foul of the game.
Mẹ tôiดูไว้ตามมายามมีดอนเดฮิตได้ได้บ่ได้บ่ได้ก็ไว้ดิบเดียวอัพยังบ่ยาม
For the Warriors.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Chris Dunn. Jones is out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Stolen by Beverly. 4-on-3 break. Here's Payton. That's tipped.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
MP, solid as a rock from 20 feet away. MP's got 25 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category, ball movement has been flawless.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And the shot goes in.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. So they'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Leonard. Kawhi, confident inside.
Kawhi, all business right now. Defense better get started. It's going to be a long night.
MP with the bounce pass. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Shot clock at 5. And it's the Warriors with the ball. 6-point lead from downtown. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Up again. Jerome with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And it's Leonard missing.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And here's MP for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Up top, Powell. He's defended by Podziemski. And here's Leonard from 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Podziemski finds MP. 1:30 left in the game. And off the glass, that one's good. MP's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. From the line. Tries yet again. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. And for the Warriors, they're shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. MP with it. Leonard picks him up. MP, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And the Clippers miss again. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. MP's got 31.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Brown with the bucket. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Leonard from 3. Zubac kicks to Leonard. And here's MP for 3. It's good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never
Yes.
rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
They really thought they had a chance.